My name is Alvis Abigail. I'm 6 years old. 2 years ago, my parents and I moved to a quiet little town called Drowswich, along with the C family, people we were once very close to. The town seemed peaceful enough. It had a small harbor, and beyond that, the mountains loomed in silence. For a while, life felt normal. We thought we had found a place we could finally call home. But they came. They stood at our doorstep. And from that moment on, everything began to unravel. When we first moved here, everything was perfect. The C family often came over for dinner. Dad smiled a lot, and every day we'd play catch together in the yard. Dad loved drinking black coffee in the morning. He said it was the bitterness of adulthood, and told me I wasn't allowed to drink it, unless I wanted to grow grown-up teeth. I really liked drawing, but my classmates always said my colors were wrong, my shapes were wrong. Every time I told Dad, he would smile, gently ruffle my hair, and say, "Alvis, your imagination is your superpower. Those strange things you draw, they're not bad. They're wonderful." I thought we'd always live like that, happy and normal. Until one day, I noticed his fingers were starting to ooze pus. He said he just scratched himself, but later his mouth began spitting up black blood, his hair fell out in clumps, and his skin started cracking like burnt bread crust. We went to doctors. None of them knew why. Some even smiled at us. But not in a normal way. And then they came. That afternoon, two people stood at our front door, a man and a woman, both wearing black cloaks like curtains. The smile lines on their faces didn't move at all, like their skin didn't know how to stretch. They stood there for a long time. Dad tried to close the door, but the woman said, "We know you dreamed of him." Dad's hand froze on the doorknob. He didn't say a word. The man stepped closer. I don't know what he whispered. They handed Dad a black book. Its cover was made of leather, but something on it was moving, really moving. At first Dad refused it, but they just kept chanting in some language I didn't recognize. It sounded like singing, but not quite. Eventually, Dad took the book. After that, Dad started to change. He no longer played catch with me. He stopped drinking his bitter coffee in the morning. A strange sugar jar appeared in the kitchen. He'd never used sugar before. But now, every time he made coffee, he would drop in 5, even 10 sugar cubes. The coffee turned into a thick, syrupy black liquid. When he drank it, he made this overly pleased moaning sound. Dad even laughed once and said, "It's sweeter this way. Sweeter, like you." He started whispering to the walls at night. His laugh turned shrill and unnatural. Sometimes, I saw him stick his fingers into the electrical socket, and just stand there, motionless. His face became thin, like paper. His eyes looked like the kind in broken toys, dull, drained, wrong. One time, I saw him digging in the garden. He buried a dead crow, then drew a strange symbol around it in his own black blood. I grew more and more afraid of him, of what he was becoming. One night, I woke up. The entire house was pitch black. Dad was gone. I searched the living room, the bathroom, even outside. Nowhere. I went back to my room and locked the door. At exactly 2:37 a.m., someone knocked. "Alvis, it's me." Tilda opened the door. Tilda. It was Dad's voice. But I knew it wasn't Dad. The voice sounded like someone pretending to be him. Sticky. Slow. Like a clown trying to mimic a human voice. I didn't move. Then it said, "I brought the ball. We can play, okay? I promise I won't throw it too far this time." Then came the laughter. Not just one person. It was a crowd, shattering glass, sharp and echoing, and underneath it, I heard something else. Low growling, something inhuman. "Alvis, are you in there? Didn't you always say you wanted a new mommy? She's here too. She wants to meet you." The doorknob started to turn. Bang, bang, bang. The door rattled hard. "We just want to hug you. Didn't you say you didn't want to be alone?" I held my knees tightly. Even though the tears were falling, I tried not to make a sound. I kept telling myself, "That's not Dad. That's not Dad." Then, his voice changed. Is it because I'm not good enough? Because I made you sad? Because you don't need your father anymore?" I just wanted to see how much you've grown." His voice got quieter and quieter, and then, silence. That moment, my heart softened. I thought, maybe it was still him. Maybe Dad was still in there, somewhere. I reached out, and opened the door. You might be wondering what happened after that. What happened when I opened the door? Nothing happened. I'm Alvis.
Yes. Yes. I'm Alvis. I'm Alvis.
Aren't I?